Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Maths by Samit Deshmukh. In this video, we are solving question number 2 from exercise 1.4, and already we have seen that in this exercise 1.4 we are solving or we are finding the derivative of what? Parametric function. So in this example, value of x in terms of theta is given to us and value of y also in terms of theta is given to us, means our parameter is theta, and we have to find out value of dy by dx at theta is equal to pi by 6. So to find out the value of dy by dx at theta is equal to pi by 6, first we will require the value of what? Dy by dx. So first let us try to find out value of dy by dx. We have one formula to find out value of dy by dx which we have proved as an theorem, but to apply that formula we will require the value of dx upon d theta and dy upon d theta. So first differentiate x and y with respect to parameter theta. So I am differentiating first x with respect to parameter theta. So derivative of x with respect to theta is denoted by dx upon d theta. On this side, function is in the form of f of x raised to power n, where f of x is nothing but cosec theta. So first take the power of cosec theta as an coefficient, then decrease power of cosec theta by 1. What is the power? 2. If we are decreasing it by 1, new power will be 1. So not necessary to write 1 here, into derivative of theta, means d by d theta of cosec theta, so which is equal to keep it as it is, cosec theta also as it is. What is the derivative of cosec theta? Will be equal to minus cosec theta into cot theta. So let us try to write down this differentiation in simplest form. So first write down minus into 2 will become minus 2, cosec into cosec will become cosec square theta, into lastly what we will get? Cot theta. In this way we have got the value of dx by theta. Let us denote this dx by d theta by equation number first. Now we are considering value of y, and y will be equals to, what is the value of y here? Cot cube theta. We are differentiating it with respect to theta. So derivative of y with respect to theta is denoted by dy by d theta. First take the power of cot theta as an coefficient, then decrease its power by 1 into derivative of cot theta, because function is in the form of f of x raised to power n. First take power of f of x as an coefficient, decrease its power by 1 into derivative of f of x, means cot theta. So which is equal to 3 cot square theta, keep it as it is, and we know that derivative of cot theta will be equals to minus cosec square theta. So minus cosec square theta. So which is equal to minus into 3 will be equals to minus 3 into cot square theta, keep it as it is, into cosec square theta also as it is. Let us denote this value by equation number 2, which is nothing but our second required value, means dy by d theta. Now we have one formula, we have proved this as a theorem to find out differentiation of parametric function, that dy by dx is equals to dy upon d theta divided by dx upon d theta. So now remaining part is just to substitute the value. What is the value of dy upon d theta? Will be equals to minus 3 cot square theta into cosec square theta, and value of dx upon d theta from equation number first will be minus 2 cosec square theta into cot theta. After substituting the value, just check is it possible to simplify it. So let us try to convert it into simplest form. Here we can observe that minus and minus will get cancelled, so 3 by 2 keep it as it is. Now here cot and 1 cot will get cancelled, so here remaining term is cot theta, and cosec square will also get cancelled. In this way we have got the value of dy by dx. But question is to find out the value of dy by dx at theta is equal to, we are finding the value of dy by dx at theta is equal to what? Pi by 6. Pi by 6 means 30 degree. So let us substitute theta is equal to pi by 6. So 3 by 2 keep it as it is. Just simply we are replacing here theta by pi by 6. So which is equal to, already we know that cot pi by 6 means cot 30 will be equals to what? Root 3. In this way what answer we have got? 3 root 3 divided by 2 is nothing but value of dy by dx at theta is equal to what? Pi by 6. In this way we have got our required value of dy by dx at theta is equal to pi by 6 will be equals to 3 root 3 upon 2. Now see, in the second example here, value of x and y is given to us and we have to find out differentiation at theta is equal to what? Pi by 3. So let us first differentiate x with respect to its parameter theta and y also with respect to parameter theta. So first we have considered x, we are differentiate it with respect to parameter theta. So dx upon d theta will be equals to, so a is a constant term, keep it as it is. First take this power 3 as an coefficient, decrease power by 1 means here we will get cos square theta into derivative of cos theta. Just we are applying standard formulas. It is in the form of f of x raised to power n. So first take power of f of x as an coefficient, then decrease its power by 1 into derivative of f of x means derivative of what? Cos theta. So here 3 into a will be equals to 3a cos square theta, keep it as it is, and derivative of cos theta will be equals to minus sin theta. So first we are writing minus here, minus into 3a will be minus 3a into cos square theta into sin theta. Nothing is there to simplify. So in this way we have got the value of dx upon d theta. Now we are considering y, and y is equals to, what is the value of y here? A sin cube theta. So let us differentiate it with respect to our parameter theta. So derivative of y with respect to theta is denoted by dy upon d theta. On this side, a is a constant term, keep it as it is. First take the power of sin cube theta as an coefficient, then decrease its power by 1 into derivative of sin theta. Which standard formula we are applying here? F of x raised to power n. First take power of f of x as an coefficient, then decrease its power by 1 into derivative of f of x. What is f of x here? Sin theta. Now let us find out differentiation of sin theta here. A into 3 can be written as 3a into sin square theta, keep it as it is. Derivative of sin theta will be equals to cos theta. Let us denote these by equation number 2. In this way we have got the differentiation of x and y also. Now we are able to apply our standard formula to find out dy by dx. And what is this formula? Dy by dx is equal to dy upon d theta divided by dx upon d theta. Already both the values are known to us. Substitute value of dy by d theta from equation number 2, where its value is equal to 3a into sin square theta into cos theta, and value of dx by d theta from equation number first will be minus 3a cos square theta into sin theta. These values we are substituting from equation first and second. Now let us see, let us simplify it. Here 3a and 3a will get cancelled, remaining term, write down this minus as it is. Again if you will observe the terms of sin theta and one sin from numerator will get cancelled, so here remaining term is sin theta, and cos from numerator and denominator will get cancelled, so here remaining term will be cos theta, and minus sin upon cos can be replaced by what? Tan theta. In this way we have got the value of dy by dx, but question is to find out the value of dy by dx at theta is equals to what? Pi by 3. Pi by 3 means how much degrees? 60 degrees. So minus tan, replace theta by pi by 3. So which is equals to, minus keep it as it is, and tan 60 degree will be equals to root 3. So in this way the value of dy by dx at theta is equal to pi by 3 will be equals to minus root 3. Now see the example number 3rd. In this example, value of x in terms of t and value of y also in terms of t is given to us. Means t is the parameter here, and we have to find out the value of dy by dx at t is equals to 1. So first consider the value of x and differentiate it with respect to parameter t. So therefore we will get dx upon dt will be equals to, what is the derivative of t square? 2t, and derivative of t will be equals to 1. In this way we have got the value of dx upon dt. Now we are considering y. Y is equal to sin pi t by 2 plus cos pi t by 2. We are differentiating it with respect to parameter t. Let us see what we will get here. So dy upon dt is equal to, this function means first term is in the form of what? Sin f of x. So its derivative will be equal to cos f of x. What is f of x here? Pi t by 2 into derivative of f of x. What is f of x here? Pi t by 2. And derivative of cos f of x will be equals to minus sin f of x, where f of x is pi t by 2 into derivative of pi t by 2, isn't it? So which is equal to, now here derivative of pi t by 2 with respect to t means whatever may be the coefficient of t will be its derivative, means differentiation of this term will be pi by 2. Pi by 2 I am writing here pi by 2 into cos pi t by 2. Just here differentiation is pi by 2, I am writing pi by 2 here, isn't it? Now here also minus, keep it as it is, differentiation of this term will be equal to pi by 2. First write down pi by 2 and then write down sine pi t by 2. In this way we have got the differentiation of y with respect to t. Let us denote this by equation number 2. Now we have one formula to find out differentiation. Applying that formula we are finding dy by dx. So dy upon dx is equals to, what is the theorem? dy upon dt divided by dx upon dt. So which is equals to, in the numerator we are substituting the value of dy upon dt. So value of dy upon dt is written here from equation number 2. Its value is equal to pi by 2 cos pi t by 2 minus pi by 2 into sine pi t by 2. Just simply we have substituted the value of dy by dt from equation number 2, and in the denominator dx by dt. From equation number first, its value is equal to 2t plus 1. Both the value we have substituted from equation first and second. Now nothing is there to simplify, so now let us try to find out value of dy by dx at t is equals to 1. So now we are finding value of dy by dx at t is equals to 1, means wherever t appears simply replace t by what? 1. So here pi by 2, keep it as it is, into cos. If I am replacing t by 1, 1 into pi by 2 will be equal to here pi by 2, minus pi by 2, keep it as it is, sine. Again if I am replacing t by 1, 1 into pi by 2 will be equal to what? Pi by 2. In the denominator also, if I am replacing t by 1, 1 into 2 is 2 plus 1. Just simply we have replaced t by 1. So which is equal to, now cos pi by 2 means cos 90. We know that cos 90 is equal to 0. So replace it by 0, minus pi by 2, keep it as it is, sin 90 will be equals to 1, and in the denominator 2 plus 1 will be equal to 3. So this 1 by 3 I am writing on one side, pi by 2 into 0 will be 0, minus pi by 2 into 1 will be pi by 2. So which is equal to 1 by 3, keep it as it is, 0 minus pi by 2 will be equals to minus pi by 2. So which is equal to 1 into minus pi will be minus pi, and in the denominator 2 into 3 will be 6, means minus pi by 6 will be the value of dy by dx at t is equal to 1. In this way we have got the value of dy by dx at t is equal to 1 will be equal to minus pi by 6. Now see the example number 4. Here also value of x in terms of t and value of y in terms of t, means t is here parameter, and we have to find out dy by dx at t is equal to pi by 4. So first let us try to find out value of dy by dx. For that purpose first we have to find out differentiation of x with respect to t and y also with respect to t. So we are differentiating x with respect to t. So observe the function 2 is a constant term, keep it as it is, derivative of cos t with respect to 2 is minus sin t. Again here derivative of cos f of x will be minus sin f of x. What is the value of f of x? 2t into derivative of f of x means derivative of 2t. So here nothing is there to simplify. In the first term keep minus 2 sin t as it is. Again here derivative of 2t will be equals to 2, and 2 into minus will be equals to minus 2 sin 2t. In this way we have got the differentiation of x with respect to t. Now we are considering what? Y, and again y we are differentiating with respect to t. So on this side derivative of y with respect to t is dy upon dt. Here 2 keep it as it is because it is a constant term, and derivative of sin t will be equals to what? Cos t. Again minus keep it as it is, derivative of sin 2t means sin f of x will be equals to cos f of x, and what is the value of f of x here? 2t into derivative of f of x means derivative of 2t. So which is equals to 2 cos t, keep it as it is, minus, what is derivative of 2t, will be equals to 2 into cos 2t will be equal to 2 cos 2t. In this way we have got the value of dy upon dt also. Once both the values are known to us, find out the value of dy by dx applying our theorem to find out derivative of parametric function. The dy upon dx is equal to dy upon dt divided by dx upon dt. Both the values are known to us, which we have denoted by equation first and second. From equation second we are substituting the value of dy upon dt in the numerator. So replace dy by dt, its value 2 cos t minus 2 cos 2t, and in the denominator substitute the value of dx upon dt, that is minus 2 sin t minus 2 sin 2t. Both these values we are substituted from equation first and second. Here easily we can observe that both the numerator and denominator are divisible by what? Minus 2. So because maximum terms of minus 2 appears here, that's why I'm dividing to numerator and denominator by minus 2. Let us see what we'll get. If I'm dividing here by minus 2, here remaining term is minus cos t. If I'm dividing by minus 2 will get cancelled, remaining term is cos 2t, divided by minus 2 will get cancelled, remaining term is sin t, and divide by minus 2, here we will get minus, after cancelling minus 2, remaining term is sin 2t. Just simply we are divided to numerator and denominator by minus 2. Now value of dy upon dx is known to us, but question is to find out value of this dy by dx at t is equal to, observe the value of t is equal to pi by 4, so which is equal to minus cos pi by 4. Just simply replace t by its value pi by 4, plus keep it as it is. Again I am replacing t by pi by 4. Pi by 4 means 45, and 45 into 2, what is the value of 45 into 2? 45 into 2 is 90, and 90 can be written as what? Pi by 2. After substituting t is equal to pi by 4, pi by 4 into 2 is pi by 2. Pi by 2 means, here pi by 2. 2 into pi by 4. Pi by 4 means 45. 45 into 2 is 90. 90 can be written as pi by 2. In the denominator also sin t I am replacing by pi by 4. Again if I am replacing t by pi by 4 into 2 will be equal to pi by 2 sin pi by 2. So in the numerator, minus, keep it as it is, cos 45 will be 1 upon root 2, and in the denominator sin 45 is 1 upon root 2, and plus sin 90, pi by 2 means 90, sin 90 is equal to 1. Now simply I am multiplying to numerator and denominator by root 2. Let us see what we will get. If I am multiplying to numerator by root 2 will get cancelled, remaining term is minus 1, and since we are multiplying to numerator by root 2, that's why multiplied 2 by root 2 to denominator. In denominator 2 terms are there, so multiply to first term by root 2. If I am multiplying to first term by root 2 will get cancelled, remaining term is 1, and if I am multiplying to second term by root 2, 1 into root 2 will be equals to root 2. As it stand in the denominator, irrational number is there, because one is rational, another is irrational, and we know that sum of rational and irrational is irrational, and to eliminate this irrational number, we are rationalizing the denominator. And how to rationalize? Multiply and divided by its conjugate. So simply I am multiplying here by 1 minus root 2, its conjugate of a plus b is a minus b. Here also 1 minus root 2. Okay, so which is equals to, see in the numerator what we will get, minus 1 into 1 will be minus 1, and minus 1 into minus root 2 will be equal to plus root 2, and in the denominator terms are in the form of a plus b into a minus b. Its product is a square minus b square. A square means square of 1 is 1, and square of root 2 will be equal to 2. So which is equal to minus 1 plus root 2 divided by 1 minus 2 will be minus 1. Now if I am dividing to both the terms separately by minus 1, let us see what we will get. Minus 1 will get cancelled, we will get 1, and root 2 upon minus 1 will be minus root 2. So 1 minus root 2 will be the value of dy by dx at t is equal to pi by 4. Now see the last example from this question. in which value of x in terms of t and value of y in terms of t is given to us, means here t is the parameter and we have to find out dy by dx at t is equal to 1 by 2. So first, to find out dy by dx, again we are using same method. First differentiate x with respect to t. So here derivative of x with respect to t will be equals to derivative of first term, means derivative of t is 1 plus 2 is a constant term, keep it as it is. Now this second term is in the form of sine f of x, so its derivative will be cos f of x. What is the value of f of x? Pi t into derivative of f of x. F of x is pi t here, so which is equals to, now again let us simplify to 1 plus 2, keep it as it is. Here easily we can observe that derivative of pi t will be equals to what? Pi, because derivative of t is 1 and 1 into pi will be equals to pi, and pi into 2 will be equals to 2 pi, and keep this term cos pi t as it is. Let us denote it by equation number first, which is nothing but value of dx by dt. Once this value is known to us, then consider y. What is the value of y here? 3t minus cos pi t. Let us differentiate it with respect to t. So we are differentiating y with respect to t. So derivative of y with respect to t is denoted by dy by dt. Derivative of first term, means derivative of 3t will be equals to 3 minus, keep it as it is. Now observe the function, it is in the form of cos f of x. What is derivative of cos f of x? Will be equals to minus sine f of x, where f of x is pi t here. F of x is pi t into derivative of f of x, means derivative of pi t. So which is equal to 3, keep it as it is, minus into minus will become plus, and derivative of pi t will be equals to pi, and pi first we are writing pi and then write down what? Sin pi t. Just derivative of pi t is pi, तो पहले pi लिख लिया, बाद में sin pi t as it is. Let us denote it by equation number 2. In this way we have got the value of dy by dt and dx by dt, because we are differentiating with respect to t. Now we are applying our formula to find out differentiation of parametric function, that dy upon dx will be equals to dy upon dt divided by dx upon dt. Let us substitute this value. Already these values are known to us. So dy upon dt from equation number 2 will be equals to 3 plus pi sin pi t, and in the denominator substitute the value of dx upon dt, which is nothing but 1 plus 2 pi cos pi t, isn't it? Here nothing is there to simplify, so now we are finding value of dy by dx at t is equals to what? 1 by 2. Observe the question very carefully. Now wherever t appears, so replace that t by what? 1 by 2. Let us see what we will get here. 3, keep it as it is, plus pi also as it is. I am simply replacing t by 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into pi will be equals to what? Pi by 2. So here we will get pi sin pi by 2, 1 plus 2 pi, keep it as it is. Again I am replacing t by 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into pi will be what? Pi by 2. So pi by 2. So which is equal to 3, keep it as it is, plus pi also as it is. What is the value of sin pi by 2? Means sin 90. Sin 90 will be equals to what? 1. In the denominator 1 plus 2 pi, keep it as it is, cos 90. Cos pi by 2. Pi by 2 means cos 90, and we know that cos 90 is 0. So in the numerator we will get 3 plus pi, because pi into 1 is pi, and in the denominator we will get 1 plus 0 into any number is 0. So in the denominator we are getting 1, and 3 plus pi divided by 1 will be equal to 3 plus pi. In this way we have got the value of dy by dx at t is equals to 1 by 2. In this way we have completed all the example from question number 2. So if you think that these videos are very helpful to you, so please like the videos. If you are new on my channel, subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon to get notification of every newly uploaded videos, and even share these videos with your friends also. In the next video we will solve all the example from question number 3.